using magnetic paper Minecraft blocks made out of paper and build some of the craziest ideas that you guys have commented. Plus, some ideas from special guests that you won't want to miss. Let the challenge begin. Over the past couple videos with these thousands of custom blocks I've made, you guys have suggested some crazy things to build in the comments. How many of your mom jokes am I gonna take, bruh? But sometimes, one of you comes up with a genius idea that I have to try. Starting with a comment from a fork in the road that said to build a humongous cave. Now, while I've done this in the past, I've built quite a lot more blocks since then, and I figured we could make something really big. So far, the base of this cave consists of stone and deep slate, with not much else in between. Kinda like plain bread. But using some ores, I filled this place out and made it look really sparkly. Steve's about to get that motion, if you know what I'm saying. Then I brought out the diorite, andesite, gravel, tuff, and dirt to make it look more mixed and generated. But we're not even done. I added a lava pool, water pool, dripstone biome, lush caves biome, tons of mobs, and even more details until the cave is complete. Legitimately, this looks so insane, and I hope Steve is ready to kill all of these mobs to get the loot. Yeah, good luck, buddy. Grass102A says to build skyblock. Honestly, this is such a good idea since it's been on YouTube forever. And as you can see, we have an L-shaped island that's cut like a cake. Since you're supposed to survive on this island with nothing else but what's on it, you get a little tree in the corner, and most importantly, a chest filled with basic essentials that include a water source, seeds, lava, and some other random stuff. Once finished, we just drop Steve here and hope for the best. It's very simple and meant for you to use your imagination. I wonder how Bro is gonna survive though. Never mind, he's already got a cobblestone generator. Wait, am I getting a call? Sacred bricks!
I challenge you to build a Minecraft starter house, kind of like a house you would build on the first...
And some other random stuff. Once finished, we just drop Steve here and hope for the best. It's very simple and meant for you to use your imagination. I wonder how Bro is gonna survive though. Never mind, he's already got a cobblestone generator. Wait, am I getting a call? Sacred bricks!
I challenge you to build a Minecraft starter house, kind of like a house you would build on the first night to avoid stuff like zombies. And yo, what is that behind me? Hey, I'm gonna have to go.
You got it, bro. Usually for the first night in Minecraft, all of us are looking like brokies. So I built a dirt house to recreate that feeling. It has an oak door in the front. I also added a little crafting table, a chest with no items because we got no motion. And while I would place a bed, I think on the first night we're just gonna sit and hear moaning for 7 minutes. Honestly, this feels pretty nostalgic because we all have been there. Now, to give our boy a break from all the trauma, VChild015 says to build a cat. Personally, I have 3 cats, so I'm gonna be rebuilding my buddy Star. He's half black and half white, so it should be easy. To start, I built all 4 legs with obsidian and white wool for the paws. For the body, I tried to replicate my cat, so don't judge too much. And the tail droops down to the floor to get support. Lastly, I created the head as best as I could and made some final touches. And yes, sir, these eyes look so cursed, but man, this is too funny. What do you think, Star? Who's gonna tell him he got replaced? Well, this next one sounds kinda hard. Michaela said to build a mech with Steve inside. Low-key, that idea is actually Titanfall. Using some blocks from the Trial Chambers update, I wanted to use a mix of copper and bedrock to start with the legs of our mech. For the torso, I used cut copper mixed with some copper bulbs and a space in the middle here. And then the arms were pretty simple, with some copper grates as well. But to top it off, I added some finishing details like slabs to keep it clean. And without further ado, Steve is now whipping a mech. Why is he built like Among Us, bro? This idea is definitely one of my favorites, just because it shows off some chamber blocks. But now Steve can crush any mob in sight without a problem, and easily rizz up Optimus Prime. Just don't 1v1 a water gun. I'll seriously cry, don't do it.
Unbelievable.
Seriously cry, don't do it. Brandon Boblet says to build a sausage. Alright, man. Now, while I could connect a 7-block line of netherrack and call it a glizzy, instead, I took out all of my netherrack and made it fat. This thing is huge! Baseball park glizzy right here. Wait, a Lego villager? You met who?
Hey, what's up, bro? So basically, I was making my way downtown, and I found this homeless villager on the side of the street. And I feel bad because he's just begging for emeralds. So I think what you should build next is a house for the villager to live in with emeralds in it. That way, bro can start flexing.
Bro, you met TD Bricks? What the heck? Man, I got you. Since TD asked us to build a house, I used a bunch of oak logs, cobblestone, and stone bricks to create a nice looking foundation. Inside the house, I also added a picture of the family tree and some other essentials as well. Bro is gonna be so blessed. Afterwards, I built the roof using some more planks, a little chimney out of bricks, an oak door with a landing, lanterns, pots, stairs, and here is the fun part. I spent a couple hours and crafted over 50 emeralds. I hope you're looking, TD. Aw, yeah. Come on, let's move these into the house. Besides that, I also built a little farm area with crops and wool. And now this thing is looking like a bougie villager house. I hope you're happy. Bro's living like Mr. Beast. Now for someone living really supreme, Devanch Does Stuff says to build a castle. Wow, that sounds like a lot of stone bricks. Luckily, I built the end stronghold and the trial chambers. I even have tough bricks. But using these, I really wanted to start by making a watchtower. This you can fit a bunch of players and villagers on to protect against the mobs. And if you look close, there's even more blocks like cobblestone, cracked bricks, mossy bricks, and other random ones as well. However, I also made another tower to go on the right and connected both of them in the middle using a gate. There's even deep slate bars to keep the mobs out. Probably not these guys though. But after the foundation is complete, I created some massive walls to surround the place, a wooden bridge in front of the gate, and even more details to line it up. Let's go! As you can tell, I put some work on this. There's mobs all around, the walls are huge, and the amount of blocks I used is stupid. But hold on, is that a dragon? Now this castle is complete. I hope you enjoyed, Devanch. Next up, we're taking a look at my DMs because another top G just entered the building.
What's up everyone, Optimistic Bricks here, and I'm challenging the plop to recreate the classic 2x4 Lego brick. And as a bonus challenge, if you're able to make 2 of them, see if you can stack them together. Good luck.
Thanks, my brother. Here is a regular Lego 2x4. And once I connected my own blocks together to recreate it, it came out something like this. Why does it look so cool? As you can see, this brick is made only out of stone and some other blocks to fill the inside. But using these colorful wool blocks, instead of making and connecting another mega brick, I wanted to make 8 1x1s. These are really cute because there's so many. And they have holes on the bottom to connect. But now it's time for the test. Do these bricks connect together like Lego? In 3, 2, 1... Let's go! This is insanely satisfying. What an awesome challenge. It's Nathan03 says to build Alex and Steve kissing. Nathan, what is wrong with you, my boy? But anyways, here it is. Is this what you wanted? Now for the final build, I have my boy Nick here to send us off.
Okay, it might be difficult, but my suggestion is for you to make a black Mustang car. Good luck.
A Mustang? That sounds awesome. Now obviously I'm whipping the Nissan Sentra right now, so let's build me something better. For the base of the car and the main color, I decided to use obsidian, and I also placed 4 bedrock together to create the wheels. Going from here, I attempted to make the hood, the windshield to protect from bugs, and the back windows with a fat trunk to hold our items. And I know he didn't say this, but I also put a white stripe using wool down the middle to add some style. Did this car come out good? Kinda? It's like when you ask mom for a new Mustang, but this is the Mustang at home. Honestly, this was probably the biggest challenge of them all, and while it doesn't really move, a W idea to say the least. If you guys enjoyed, please subscribe and leave a like. Big thanks to everyone who commented and appeared in this video. And a special thanks to Sacred, TD, Optimistic, and Nick. Peace!